Good morning, everybody. I've got a blown out U-joint on my front axle of my 2004 Dodge Ram Cummins 2500, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and show you how I go about changing out one of these U-joints. It will apply to changing out pretty much most U-joints, so stay tuned, and I hope it helps you out. Okay, right here, U-joint is completely wasted. So we gotta do a U-joint, at least one. Alright, so now we get a good look at how messed up our U-joint is. Let's turn this on. So that one, this side is all loosey-goosey, and then the other two caps are seized up. So I gotta find some sockets, some stuff to make this happen. See, we got a little bit too small and we got way too big. You know, I don't like to do it like this. Sometimes people will do them in presses, but you gotta have something to support. I've always done it a different way. I'm going to show you guys the down and dirty way that I do it. This might be a controversial way to do this, because if you have a press and you have the right pieces of tubing or sockets on here, it's less likely to damage something. But I guarantee you I'm not going to damage anything when I do this. So actually I need to support this so that it's like right about there. So let me grab something to block it up. Now you can do this on the floor with 2x4s or like a 4x4 to support your shaft. But this makes it so I don't have to bend over. So see how this one's loose here? We're basically going for this cap right here to come out. And how we're going to do that is, actually I'm going to make this a little bit looser. Okay? This has got room. So when I whack here, this cap's going to come up if I got the clips out, which I don't yet. So earlier when we're pulling things apart, I got the caps out of the clips out of the frozen one. I got to get the clips out of this one now. There's one. Okay. So some U-joints have internal clips, some have external clips. So the external ones will be basically here. The cap will be inside, there'll be a groove, and there'll be a snap ring in there. Okay, so now you do need to be careful where you're hitting things. You don't want to hit anything where, like right here, ceiling surface. You just want to hit, there's a big chunk of meat right here. This does nothing, and when you hit here, this cap is going to force this cap out. It's going to force this thing down, force that cap out, and see, that's way easier than a press. There you go. There's one. Look at that. 0 bearings, and actually it's cracked. I don't know if it was cracked before like that, before I hit it, but I didn't really hit it. But we did a lot of whacking on this thing, so we could have broke it while we were taking it out. But that one is wasted. There's part of that. Okay, so we're going to flip it over. I'm going to do the opposite side. Same story, 0 grease, 0 bearings left in there. Now the other side will be interesting. There should still be bearings in it, but there's going to be 0 grease. So that comes off like so. We're going to clean this up before we put it back together. Same with this shaft. Okay, so now we put our U-joint in there, and then we whack here. Oh, here's a problem. Will the cap even come up? Well, let's go to this side and see what happens. Alright, so that is loose. Oh, look, that one came out. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the bearings in there. And the dust. Ooh. Okay, let's see what happens if we do this. Okay. Okay, so that came loose out of there. Oops. Okay. So there's our U-joint right there. Non-greasable, there's no grease there. Factory U-joint, 198,000 miles. Alright, let's knock that cap out. Okay. Same thing here, except the bearings are all still in there, but there's no grease. That's toast. Alright, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and I'll get back with you guys when I am putting the new U-joint in. Alright, so we have our new U-joint. We got our caps. I put some extra grease in the caps to make sure that those little ball bearings don't, or little roller bearings don't fall out. Also, I took the grease zerk out so we don't accidentally break that thing, which I have done. So, now, basically, I think I want the grease zerk back. Okay, so we feed it up in there. Put this cap on here. And make sure this is nicely supported. Gently tap it in. And here, you can actually go a little bit past if you need to. It will help because, oops, I just fell out of it. Okay. So what you don't want to happen is, let's say you're banging in this side, you flip it over, and it falls out of that side, and then these little roller bearings fall out inside there, and one falls down to the bottom, and then you don't know why the U-joint won't go together flush, and you can't get the clips in. So I speak from experience here. So the extra grease helps, and whacking it through a little more than you need to helps. And actually, I can go ahead and put my clip on there because I have plenty of room to. So we'll put a clip on that one. So another thing I did is, when I had this apart, I took a file, and when you pound that U-joint out, a lot of times you'll pound it too far and it'll make little marks in the bore where the caps go. So you got to make sure and clean those off, just so it'll go together that much easier. It'll probably go back together even with those little goobers on there, but it'll go together way easier if you clean those out. Okay. Okay, so now that clip is seated down there, and okay, see if we have enough room for this one to go in, which we do. And where's my little punch? Make sure that that's nicely seated. There it goes. Okay, and how's our U-joint? Oh, feels great. Okay. Alright, so there's one. Alright, so now we can go like so. Get that guy started. Alright, so this is probably easier to do like this. So we'll put our bottom cap on. Like that. Okay, and you can actually whack this guy. Okay, and then see if we can get this one. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. So like I was saying before, I'm trying to skip a step here. Let's go ahead and rotate this over, and let's whack this guy through more. Yeah, that's going to happen too. Okay, that's going to help. Put that one through there. Okay. Okay. Let's get this clip in here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got that clip on there. Now, I just gotta seat this one. Okay, clip is almost seated. Okay, clip is seated. One more clip. Perfect. Alright, let's see here. So this way is really loose, this way is a little tight. So we need to, here we go, like this. There we go. Now both clips are seated against the thing. Now we're going to put the grease zerk back in there. There it is. Okay. There we go. Now, grease gun. Grease this guy up. Yep, we got grease coming out of all the caps, so that guy is full. Plus it comes packed with grease, so we're just basically topping it off. Alright, so that's it right there. That's one axle done. Let's go see if we can slide it into the housing, see if it'll cooperate with us this time. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. That's my little tutorial on how to do a U-joint. I hope that this helps some of you out there, and if it didn't help you, hopefully you at least found it entertaining. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button for me, hit the subscribe, smash the bell if you want to get notified of future videos coming out from DJ's Hot Rod and Fab. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.